This video was presented by the EA Creator Network. I just wanted to remind you that you can use my code UrbanSims upon checkout when purchasing any Sims 4 content via the EA app or thesims.com. By doing so, you're directly supporting me as a creator, and I can't thank you enough. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for episode 2 of Enchanted by Nature. We are picking up quite literally where we left off in the previous episode, and do I spy with my little hazel eyes a plant sim walking past just casually in nature? Crazy work. Okay, so we have a few things that we need to do today. Our main goals are working on our aspiration, catching a fist. Hopefully we don't catch no hands. Let's try that again. Catch a fish, harvest a plant on Fern's home lot, forage for food 5 times. This really makes me wish we were doing a rags to riches, because this would be perfect for that, but we'll still do everything, but it just won't be rags to riches style. So anyways, we just met this new sim. His name's Joe Trader. Apparently he's a tradesperson. I think we just discovered Fern's favorite game, Tetris, and apparently Mr. Joe over here is a huge fan as well. But what I really wanted to do was show you some of the brand new interactions. So due to Fern's trait, I think Nature Nomad, she is able to give unsolicited plant care advice. Maybe it wasn't Nature Nomad, we'll have to go back because I already forgot, but we can also talk about favorite plant child. We can trade an item, we can acquire a fable, which I have no idea what a fable is. So maybe what we need to do is we need to ask the Innisgreen local about fables so that we can learn about them, because I don't know what the hell fable is. Maybe you do and you're laughing at me. That's fine, we can laugh together. The fable board here will tell you which of us have fables to share. Our stories are unique and our tasks range in difficulty. Fetch that, craft this, do as you're asked, and you'll learn the story's ending along with some jammy rewards. I'm definitely intrigued, still very confused, but let's acquire a fable. Is a fable a task? Is that what this is? Or like a quest or something? Am I close or am I totally off base? I feel so stupid right now. Okay, I think it's a task. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Holy freaking moly. Okay, so basically it's kind of like the odd jobs, but different, I guess. So we have 2 different fables that we can do. We could do against all odds and then deliver the news. So I'm gonna look at this one because it seems like it's gonna be easier. We'll read both. How about that? There once was a man built in physique who relished a good love affair. He'd sprinkle his charm wherever he went, and many girls flocked to his care. But a woman in red did not fall for his tricks and left the poor fellow unread. So from this rejection to his find affection, a plot he concocted was bred. Deliver a given item. Reward, fairy seeding, fairy dust. End of fable. A freezer so sunny, this cute social bunny was bouncing along in the grass. She took a big hop before needing to stop and peer at a tiny young lass. This chicken was caught in a moment of thought watching Sims try out some composting. I'll bet you $1,000 if you can withstand competitive social trash posting. Chicks said for sure they knew they'd endure, for their beak was good with collision. But to prevent damage, the chicken must manage a slow and steady disposition. Oh my god, that was so hard to read. Obtain an item, live naturally, and talk to Sims. Reward, supernatural shield elixir, and end of fable. I think it's very obvious here which one I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for deliver the news instead of against all odds, because that just threw my brain for a freaking loop. Like, actually, it hurt my brain. Sims can acquire up to 3 fables from various fablists around town. Interesting. So let's do this one. I'm really excited to kind of play around and see what happens. So we need to deliver a moody shrub seed. Okay, so deliver a moody shrub seed. The tradesperson has placed this item in Fern's inventory to deliver it to the Moss Vale Ferry Hub to complete this fable. For anyone who's wondering, the Mossvale Ferry Hub is located in Everdew, and it is absolutely breathtaking. This building isn't the only thing that's breathtaking. I'm gonna give you all a quick little region tour because this part of the map is stunning. It is so magical and beautiful and wholesome. I love it so freaking much. My favorite part probably has to be over here. This beautiful body of water is the Moondrop Springs. It actually leads into that waterfall that we saw earlier. I'm gonna just go and show y'all what it looks like really quick. Look at the rainbow. It is so beautiful. This is actually a picture perfect moment. So I'm going to try to go and capture a little snapshot there, because I mean, come on, it's so beautiful. I love rainbows and stuff. So this is like, it's so gorgeous. And yes, this is the view from the tree house. There are a couple other things that you can do in the spring. You can bask in emotions. You can ask the spring to change your emotional state, and you could also bottle spring's emotion potion, which is exactly what we're going to do. And you can even ask the spring how it's feeling. We'll come over here in just a minute. Don't you worry. I did want to kind of take you over and just show you a little bit through this region. We've got some springs or swings over here. I said springs way too many times. We got some beautiful flowers. A lot of cool places that you could probably forage. And look, we found our very first fairy. This is Tatiana Summer Dream. Let's see what she looks like. She's, whoa. Hi, twin. Oh my God. She kind of looks like me. That's crazy. All right, so let's see what else we can find. There's this little, I guess, this little pond where you could fish. This is a lot too, by the way. I don't know if there's any harvestables. We might be still too early in our game. We might have not generated any yet, but there is a little apothecary table. If you wanted to brew up some stuff, you could do that here. I keep thinking that these little flowers are harvestables, but they're not. I don't know who this is supposed to be. Who is this? This is Valeria Waldron, and obviously this is a plant sim, so you will see plant sims walking among you. There is a little teleport hub. It says Fern Elowen does not have enough fairy dust to this. Oh, so you can use that to teleport. That's really cool. And here is the little bridge that goes to the tree house. I'm just gonna call it a tree house, but these lots are beautiful, and I hate to say it, they definitely put my lot to shame. Like, they really do. I thought I did a good job, but you know, maybe there's still some progress to be made. But yeah, all in all, that's kind of the overall gist of this region. So what we need to do, as you guys know, is we need to come over to the fairy hub. We can sponge bathe in the bathroom. We can research on how to become a fairy. We can also investigate fairy court documents and deliver the tradesperson's item. So we're going to do that. And I don't know if Fern has to use the restroom. She doesn't. She is hungry and she is in need of a little bit of fun. So we'll make sure to do that. And remember, we do have work tomorrow. So I want to try to get as much as I can get done today as possible. Creation impulse ailment from completing the tradesperson's fable. Fern Elowen's thoughts are filled with dreams of crafting. What could she make? Whatever it is, she just knows it's gonna be good. Ailments. Fern Elowen has contracted an ailment. Ailments have various effects and can be a source of suffering or surprising strength. These can come from being very imbalanced, but ailments can also be contracted through contagious spread, like interacting with other sims who have ailments, using a toilet away from Fern Elowen's home, or sometimes just waking up a little under the weather. Ailments will pass naturally after some time, but Fern Elowen may wish to cure it sooner. Ailment cures and preventative elixirs can be crafted at an apothecary table, visiting a naturopath or naturopath, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. Or fairies have an ability to remove them as well. Try asking a fairy friend. Fern unlocked the fairy dust notebook entry. So let's open our notebook, something I never, ever use. I don't even know what the hell this is. Is this like is this really like a notebook? What the? I'm so confused. It looks like an actual notebook. This one says Enchanted by Nature. It says deliver the news. There was once a man, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's interesting. We also have Enchanted finds. I wonder if this is a play off of the notebook that we've had in The Sims 4 and it's just upgraded, or this one is specific to Enchanted by Nature. I'm a little confused, but we have fairy dust. This magical dust has unique powers and can be obtained directly from a fairy or through foraging. Fairies can brush it off themselves, adding it to their inventory. They also drop fairy dust when cleaning themselves or woohooing / messing around with another sim. Fairy dust has a variety of magical purposes. Fairies use it to activate their regenerate emotional force ability. It can also be used to enchant objects such as plants and items with the nature press. Additionally, fairy dust has the power to bring gnomes to life. These little helpers can aid in gardening, repairs, cleaning, or bravely defending your household from death and evil gnomes. Table completed. Soon the invite was sent at a view quite pleasant, and the front door rang with a bell. He put on a smile, the one to beguile his flattery spread like a spell. She sure was distracted by how he had acted, and you'd think he had gotten the hint. But that's all we know, for the innocent bro had stated she's gone in a glint, and no one could guess that this gothy mistress would go missing like a rare gem. Was she abducted? An act she conducted? No Lothario had dawned on them. That is about Bella Goth. Why did it take me so long to get that? Oh my God, I'm telling you, these like rhymes are breaking my brain. I don't have the mental capacity to to understand this. But anyways, that was interesting. What else could we do here while we're here? Research how to become a fairy. You know, I do feel like in this universe, fairies are very much a thing. You know, and I don't know if maybe Fern has like a slight obsession of becoming a fairy so she can truly be one with her plants. But if you look at a glance and on her pants, you can see paint array. Just kidding. I don't even know. I'm like getting into like the nursery rhyme thing and I like suck at it. But yeah, this ailment caused her to have paint splatter all over her body. Oh, we definitely have to act on that for sure. So we are getting a little bit hungry, but we still need money. Oh my God, I need to stop. That is so annoying. I'm so sorry. I wanted to come over here though. Okay. And oh, she can manifest a ailment relief. No, I want her to come over and bottle some emotion potion from the springs. Oh, I love this. I can't even wait to get into the water. I'm slightly jealous. I wish this was us. Like, I'm so jealous. But let's have her go as quick as she can. There she is into the sand. I swear this is why I hate rhymes, because then my brain's going to think this the entire time. But look at her go. She's grabbing some. Oh, I didn't mean to laugh, but the way that he just kind of sashayed into the water was literally the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. Oh my God. It was very fairy-like. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cute. We did get our bottled water, or our bottled, what was it again? A bottled emotion potion. And I think that's going to be located in our inventory. Oh, it's board emotion potion. Interesting. So we have some fairy dust. We also have a fairy seedling, and we also have a very empty belly. We introduced ourselves to Elric. Oh, he's cute. I like him. All right. Well, I think that's enough for Everdew. We need to head back to Spruce Dairy Grove because there are some things that I need to do. I need to start planting some plants. I need to forage. I need to catch a fish. I need to do all of this like today, right now, and it's already 9 o'clock. I can't even believe how late it is. And the fact that she came home in her bathing suit is very much a Fern thing because she can't be bothered with, you know, all that. So what I'm going to have her go and try is to forage. She could forage for apothecary ingredients, but we do need to have level 2 of the apothecary skill. We're only on level 1 right now, so we have a little bit of a ways to go. And what in the hell is going on with what? She looks like the Tin Man. Okay, like what is going on over here? She looks like a can of tuna, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if it's a glitch. I don't know what the hell's going on. This has been happening with my game, and it's freaking weird as hell. Like it's so strange. It's so strange. Let me see if I can change her outfit. Let's do this one right here. Let's do hot weather just to see if it's gonna come off. Okay, that is bizarre. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like a first attempt at foraging yielded anything in particular or any results. However, we have started to work on our nature living skill. So if you guys want to go and read that, you can. All right, hopefully you can see it. I need to work on having a little more faith because we actually ended up discovering a potato. It's only worth $3, but we can plant the potato and then we will have more potatoes. So anyways, off camera, I did have her go and make a little garden salad. We rummaged for some trash. We rummaged for some scavenger parts. I was finally able to get this pile of garbage off my bed. I do need her to come in and throw this away. I don't like the quality of this garden salad, so I'm gonna have to toss that. And also, is our trash can working? Like, I don't think I can just throw things in there and toss them anymore like I used to. That's weird. There's so many things I need to do and fix with this lot. For instance, I had to get rid of the tea maker because she wasn't able to cook in her kitchen, and then she went into her shed to do it, and it just didn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, there's a couple other things I wanted to share with you. So with this expansion, we now have indoor house plants that are actually live. So over here is Fern's beloved succulent. Has a lot of different succulents in it, and I really like it a lot. This is super expensive, by the way. I don't know why each one of these is like 250 simoleons. You got to buy the pot and then the plant, and it's a lot of money. Okay, it's a lot of money. So some of the things that we can do is we can talk to nature at level 5 of the nature living skill. We can also enchant all plants nearby, but we need 12 piles of fairy dust. We can also enchant the plant. And then if we go into plant lover, we can complement the plant on photosynthesis skills. Photosynthesis, right? Am I saying it right? Why does it sound wrong? Whatever, let's move on. We can also scold the plant, which is kind of weird. I don't know how you would do that. You can also tell the plant that they're your favorite, which I think is kind of cute. So your plants have more purpose nowadays. So we're going to name our plant. I wish it would just generate random names. We're going to call this one, I suck at naming things, so we're just going to call it Norman. And when you hover over the live houseplants, they have like a little description. So it says Norman, a succulent live houseplant. Succulents are quirky little plants with thick, fleshy leaves that store water. They're perfect for adding a touch of desert charm to your space with minimal fuss. Plant your pot sold separately, and it even tells you the health status of your plant, which Norman is currently healthy. I love that. Is there anything else that we can do? It doesn't look like we can talk okay. So there's really not much we can do. We could probably come over here and compliment Norman. So that's what I'm going to have her do. I wanted her to go out and catch a fish, but it's a little too late for that. And she does have to work tomorrow. So after she compliments Norman, I think I'm going to have her head to bed. Fern woke up this morning with a looming dread washing over her, and I think that's probably because her luck is pretty awful today. It says Fern Elowen can't be totally sure, but she feels like bad luck is looming over her today. And that it is. She also needs a little fun in her life, so I think she's going to read a book, which is crazy because she has a TV here, and if you watch TV, isn't that fun? I can't remember, but let's see if there's any new channels. It doesn't look like there is. We are going to just watch some comedy, I guess. Maybe that will help. Why is she smacking her head with the book? I also want to get like these paint swatches off of her. So we can go to work from home, or take PTO. Oh, take part-time off. This looks like a new interaction or a new option. So we are going to have her go to work. Okay, so it looks like you don't actually get to go to work with your Sims. That's fine, whatever. However, I did notice this pop up. It says luck. Looks like Fern Elowen has felt the effects of luck for the first time. Good luck and bad luck have a chance to impact the results of a Sim's actions for better or for worse. If desired, there are ways to temporarily change a Sim's luck. Otherwise, luck changes every day. Luck can also be disabled in game pack settings. I did go and have Miss Fern purchase some seeds. So we are going to start our little garden. I kind of want to do like some carrots, spinach, things like that. I'm going to just put these ones over here. And then I can even plant the seeds, or no, I can plant the fairy seedling, a very special seedling, which if planted can summon Mother Nature herself. Oh my word, we definitely have to plant her. So I'm gonna plant, wait, how do I plant her? Place in world, plant fairy seedling. With the fairy seedling in the inventory, select a planter box or grassy terrain to plant. Do I not have the ability to plant her? Interesting. With the fairy seed, it's not letting me do it. Okay, let me try to put her. See, I can't even put her in the actual little pot. That's weird. I don't know why that's not working. Anyways, I'm gonna go and have her also do maybe some sage. I don't know if we need any of this for the apothecary skill. Why does she keep trying to go to sleep? I swear, her needs are awful today. They're really bad. I think it's also due to her luck. Things are like slow to progress in terms of like her needs bar, which is interesting. So for our job, we need to work on studying holistic care on the computer, which I don't have a computer, so we probably would have to go to the library. Also, side note, I bought her an easel because I'm kind of getting annoyed with this whole like creative ailment, I guess. So I'm gonna have her go and create a small classic painting off camera. And then we're probably going to work on, oh wait, her luck's bad. Oh my God. So I wonder what she's going to end up. A llama. Yeah. So her painting also kind of sucks because she has bad luck today. But is it a total loss though? Because it's kind of cute. And is this even a llama or is this a horse? Please, for the love of God, do not let this be another penguin flamingo situation, because I literally cannot. And I think I also confused a horse once before. I forgot what it was, but y'all were clowning on me for it. But I'm gonna put that in our inventory, and I want to hang it up so bad. For some reason, also she keeps throwing up, which is crazy because I don't know why she's throwing up. Maybe because of the dazed moodlet. That could be making her feel a little sick. So yeah, I definitely want her to get over this. Like, I do not like this at all, and she still is going to have this for 2 more freaking days. That's awful. It is the next morning, and if I can be completely frank with you, that freaking sucked. Yesterday sucked. The bad luck sucked. Like, her needs were out of whack. She keeps throwing up. I don't know if I like these little details or not. I want to be over with this freaking ailment. It is disgusting. I hate it. I don't like it. However, something cool I did discover is that with our fairy dust, we can bring this little gnome to life, which is really cool. I want to do that. We'll do that when she comes back from work. I'm going to have her go to work again. We're going to try really hard to finish up a couple things in this episode. But after that, we'll bring this little guy to life. I don't know if I told you this, but she also has an obsession with gnomes and mushrooms and things. So yeah, I think that would be kind of fun to play around with. Looks like our plants are starting to sprout. We do need to work on the apothecary skill. And, you know, while she's at work, let me give you a little tour of Spruce dairy, something like that. So this is obviously where we live. This lot is just, it's a lot for sure. It's definitely a lot. We have a little building over here. I think this is the bar. Oh, I would love to go to the bar. We need to go meet some locals. I really do want her to like get in a relationship with somebody, but maybe not yet. And then I think over here is like a tiny little park for the kids. You know, there's some swings. You can grill on this little barbecue, use the restroom, have a picnic. And over here we have a little shop where you can shop for gardening and live houseplant supplies. So maybe after work, once we receive our paycheck, we'll see what there is to offer. And I think there's even a little vendor stall over here where we can shop for apothecary items. We can haggle. We can also sell elixirs. I want to say that this Todd Antonberry might be an important character, but I saw him earlier and I thought he was kind of handsome, like, you know, just a little bit. I thought he was kind of cute. So I'm like, ooh, maybe if he's single, but I don't want to mess up the story or the lore by getting with the townie. And this little building over here is a bookstore where you can donate books. You can also purchase used books, which is so cool. I love when they add in these little like rabbit holes and they actually have a purpose or a function. So back here we have like a little, I guess it's kind of like a creek, and in here we can bathe in the water. It's a little too deep to bathe in, so we probably would have to go closer to the edge. We can wade in the water, we can swim around, all sorts of fun stuff. There really isn't a lot to do over here, actually. Oh, okay, so we can plant fairy seedling, we can meditate in nature. All right, we have a lot of work to do. We really do. We have a lot of work to do. Who is this sim? And what is he doing? Okay, I think this is the mailman. Looks like he got a little off of his route. I don't know what's going on. So let me see if there's anything else that we can explore. There's a lot of places where you can walk and just kind of take in nature. There's that little fairy dude that we saw earlier. Here is what appears to be, oh, it's not a maze. Never mind. It's just a big old hedge. This doesn't have any sort of function at all, but there are a bunch of townies over here. Okay, so Fern just got off work. I had to treat her needs. I just feel like this whole new system is just driving me crazy, actually. It really is. I don't like the huge effect that it has on the needs, but that definitely makes things a little more challenging in terms of gameplay. So like I said earlier, we're going to come over to the local shop. I don't know if there is a time as into where they close, so I want to get in here as soon as possible. It's about 5:30 or so, and let's see what they have. Okay, so we have a Aura Blossom Seed. Aura Blossom Seeds are rare discoveries with mysterious origins believed to have originated in Everdew during the creation of Moondrop Springs by Mother Nature. This plant is named for its enchanting blossoms, celebrated for their renowned beauty and unique ability to affect mood once they have bloomed. That's 500. Oh my god, that is so much money. Okay, so we can get that. We can also get a couple gardening books too. We can get the lightning root seed. The lightning root seed, they are identifiable by their small sprouts and rare discoveries believed to have originated from Everdew during the creation of Moondrop Springs by Mother Nature. Known for their dynamic energy, these seeds embody the force of nature and hold an electrifying power. So the Moody Shrub Seed, which we had earlier, we had to deliver it to the like the fairy headquarters. So these basically, what do? These seeds promise to grow into equally colorful plants. Let's see if there's anything else on here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of like table. Wait, we can actually plant fruits and herbs via the tabletop. I definitely want to grab some herbs and maybe even some flowers. That means we're going to need probably 2 of these little tabletop plants. This is actually a lot cheaper. I will say, like, these pots are a lot cheaper than buying them in game. So we have a couple things. I did want to grab the Aura Blossom seed. Oh gosh, it is a lot of money though. And we still need to think about getting a computer. But for now, I'm going to grab that because I want to plant some fun things. You know, it's what this pack is all about. Oh, I didn't show you this little tree stub here, but I'm going to come over and summon whatever entity is inside the, oh, this is Spruce. Oh my God, it's Spruce Almighty. That's right. This is him. Fern Elowen has summoned Spruce Almighty, everyone's favorite garden pal. Spruce can only be here for so long before they have to return to Glasswood Tree, but they are happy to help Sims with their luck, gardening, or just chat. He definitely puts the Almighty in Spruce Almighty because look at the bod on him. He is extremely attractive. Oh my God. Never thought I'd fall in love with a plant sim, but here we are. There is a first time for everything. We can acquire a fable. We can just kind of do all the other things that we were able to do before. Apothecary, give emotion potion. No, I don't want to give him any of my potions, unfortunately. No thanks. However, a fable from him could be quite fun. Not mushroom for error. There once was a spirit grown from soil and love who spent their days tending a garden. The garden belonged to a mother of nature who watched over creatures she'd pardoned. Now the spirit's first error was insecure terror, and their purpose felt more like a chore. So attempting great power, like their beloved flower, they let envy spread like a sore. Solve riddles. I don't want to solve riddles. I don't want any more riddles. But if I did, I would get the Glasswood Tree, Everdew Seeds, and End of Fable. Oh my God. All right, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Oh my. We will do this later. For sure. Because I did want her to go over... Oh, what happened? Oh, we insulted him. I don't know if you just heard that loud scream, but that was my son. He has high-pitched squeals sometimes. It's fun. I wanted to come over to the apothecary table to see if maybe we can buy a cure for this creation impulse ailment, but unfortunately their hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So maybe in the next episode we'll go and check that out. Is the bookstore open? Can we come over and purchase some used books? I wonder if we can get a skill book. Apothecary, charisma. I was hoping maybe that there would be some books that would help with our job. Natural living. Okay, maybe I'll pick up one of those. Painting, why not? We could definitely make Fern a little bit of a, I don't know, like a book buff or something. So let's see if there's anything else. We got rocket science, video games, but nothing on holistic care. That kind of sucks. Okay, so we got our used books. We can also go back and donate the books too. So that's kind of cool, like a little recycling system. I feel like we're starting to really get into the meat of the gameplay because we still have a lot to do in terms of like raising our skills, and we also have a lot to do when it comes to our aspiration, our career. Like, we are jam-packed of tasks and things to do. Right now, though, I have Fern kind of tending her various plants, which is kind of neat. I did want her to plant that, what is it? I forgot what it was called. It was like a moonbeam or something. I don't know. What was it? Hold on. It is the Aura Blossom seed. Hopefully I can plant that. It is so weird to me that oh wait, now I'm able to plant this? Oh no, this is the fairy seedling. Now it's not working. Okay, that's odd. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I still cannot plant this fairy seedling. Oh, I told you I was going to bring the plant gnome to life. Oh my gosh, we definitely should do that. Let me see if I can put him outside really quick, and let's name him. I'm gonna name him Frank. I don't know. I just have like weird names for things. Like, they're the most generic, uncreative names ever. We could probably have named him like Abel or something, but let's bring him. Oh wait, hold on. For cleaning, Fern Elowen is missing some required items. Oh wait, never mind. We won't be able to bring him to life because we still need some fairy dust. So back on the shelf Frank goes. And with that said, I think what I'm gonna do is wrap up this episode here. There will be more gameplay either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And I will have episodes up pretty much until the day of release. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure notifications are on so you can be notified when I drop the next episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.